Hello, good evening. I'm Dr. Massimo and I'm a veterinarian and I'm working for the Kuwait Equine Hospital. It's a hospital where mainly we do artificial insemination in the horses and mostly we're using a frozen semen. So the frozen semen is kept in the frozen state thanks to the use of the liquid nitrogen. And liquid nitrogen is a gas, as Professor Tanya, she explained to you, to all of you, is a compressed gas that from the gas state will become a liquid. Then in a minute I will show you. And this liquid is so cold and reach the temperature of minus 196 Celsius degrees. So it's below zero, 196 degrees. So it's very, very cold. They're so cold that they can burn even. Because it's so cold, it can make a bruising. So it's burning, everything is touched. But in this case, we keep the frozen semen frozen in this state, and then we'll warm up in the water bath, and the semen, the sperm, the spermatozoa of the stallions, they come back to the life. So we use it just to stop the life temporary, and then with the liquid nitrogen is kept like this for 20 years frozen, no problem. But for to warm up in the water baths, and then the spermatozoa are coming back to the life. So it's a method to conserve, to keep the genetics of some stallions for years and years and years. I will show you now how it looks like the storage room of the containers and what we do normally with this kind of gas with the liquid nitrogen. Okay, this is our lab. As you can see here, we have a big containers with the storage. And inside this container, we have a lot of frozen semen that we use for artificial insemination for stallions, for horse, for the mares. You can see there is a vapor, okay, coming from inside the container. Okay, looks like a frozen. If we blow on the liquid nitrogen, from liquid that phase will become now vapor. You see what's happening? Okay, and it's very cold. I mean, if you put your finger inside, it will be burned. So that's why to handle this, the semen, we use special gloves, okay, not to be burned. And again, I will show you how it looks like. The liquid nitrogen looks like a water. Okay? So now this stuff I'm putting inside, it's a room temperature. You see? Looks like water. It is boiling because the liquid phase is passing quickly on the vapor phase. Okay? So if I put back, you see it looks like water. But if you touch it with your finger, you will be burned. So because this is 196 degrees below zero. So very dangerous to handle just by finger. Okay? And look, if I put now on the floor, this is very important for the safety in the laboratories. Okay? You see now this liquid is going on the floor. Look, you don't see any liquid, huh? So all the gas disappear immediately, you see, and you have a vapor that is distributed all around in the room. Okay? What does mean? The specific weight of this liquid, of the liquid nitrogen, is very high compared to the oxygen. So now in this room, the floor, it's full of liquid nitrogen vapor. Because it's very heavy, so it's down and it's pushing up the oxygen. So in the lower part of the floor, there is no oxygen anymore. That's why for safety, we have a special ventilation on the floor. Okay, with the vacuum system on the floor to avoid, if this container are broken, okay, the room will be completely full of gas in the lower part. If some people have some problem like you don't feel very good and you fell down and you go on the floor level like this, on this level, you will get all the problem because there is no oxygen anymore on this level. Okay, so it's very, very important for safety to have a vacuum system on the floor level. Okay, this is normal storage container. Okay, and I show you what we keep inside. For example, you see all these straws, we call straws. There is a frozen semen. This have been frozen maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. This can stay here for 20 years, no problem. Okay, and then if you need to use it for artificial insemination, you just put in a water bath, in a hot water, 37 degrees, and the sperm is coming back to the life. Okay, so in this way we keep for 20 years, 50 years, no problem. For transportation, we don't use this kind of container. For transportation, we use this kind of container. Okay, this container here we call dry shipper because the liquid nitrogen will be absorbed inside by the container. I will show you. Okay, inside there is no liquid on this container, but because the liquid is absorbed in a kind of sponge all around. There is a special transport container that if you put upside down, there is no liquid leaking. And see also the shape of the container is a mushrooms. So you cannot put upside down. This is the only way you can carry in the airplane for safety or in the truck for transportation. So these are dry shipper. It's lasting not too much. The frozen process here. This is for storage, stay longer. So this we refill every 2 months. Every month we check, every 2 months we refill. This is lasting only 10 days maximum. This is from transport from one country to the other one. So safety first with the liquid in nitrogen. It's a very cold liquid, can burn your finger. Wear gloves and be careful to the vapor in a closed room. Okay? I wish you all the best and thank you for watching the video. I hope it's a tutorial video and I'm sure Professor Tanya will explain to you on the details as she knows. Okay? Greetings from Kuwait Equine Hospital, from Dr. Massimo, and hope to see you soon. If you want to visit our lab, you're most welcome. Bye.